Happy morning to you all. Blue Stars High Secondary School welcomes you all to learn the vocabulary exercises such as articles and determiners, compound words, affixes such as prefix and suffix. First of all, we are going to learn about articles and determiners. What are articles? Yes, articles are words such as English, the and a, which combine with a noun to form a noun phrase. Articles typically specify grammatical definiteness of the noun phrase, but in many languages they carry additional grammatical information such as gender, number, and case. A and an are indefinite articles, and the is called as definite article. The articles are not a separate part of speech. They are demonstrative adjectives. What is determiner? A determiner is called as determinative. It's a word, phrase, or affix that occurs together with a noun or noun phrase and serves to express the reference of that noun or noun phrase in the context. Determiners identify nouns, they point them out. Kinds of determiners: articles a and the. Demonstrative determiners: this, that, these, those. Distributive determiners: either, neither, each, every. Possessive determiners: my, ours, your, his, her, its, their. Quantitative determiners: much, little, whole, half, some, any, enough, all, sufficient, no, none, few, etc. Numerals: 1, 2, etc. first, second, third, etc. Interrogative determiners: what, which, where. Now we are going to learn some of the rules for the usage of articles, where we have to use the correct form. The form for articles is article plus adjective plus noun. Which is article here? A is the article here. Then next, kitchen. Kitchen. What is kitchen? It's a noun. So here it is in the format of article plus noun. Next example, a large house. A is the article, large is the adjective, and then house is the noun. Next one, the red box over there. The is the article, red is the adjective, box is the noun. And then the small house. The article, small adjective, house, noun. So this is the correct form for articles. Article plus adjective plus noun, otherwise article plus noun. Next rule, use a or an for non-specific nouns. Use the indefinite articles a and an when we are referring generally to a noun within a larger group when the noun is not specific. For example, I am going to ask a friend to come with me. It could be any friend, I don't mind, or I haven't yet decided. So here what he is saying, I am going to ask a friend. A friend means it is not mentioning any particular person here. It could be any friend. That's why the sentence is like this. I am going to ask a friend to come with me. Next example, I am waiting for an answer. I don't know what the answer will be, but I expect an answer of some kind. I am waiting for an answer. I am expecting. That means what? Some answer will be there, but I don't know what will be there. The third rule, use the for specific nouns. We use a definite article. What is definite article? The is the definite article. When the noun is specific, there's only one. Wherever we are finding only one noun, the can be used with singular, plural and uncountable nouns. The will be there in the case of singular, plural and uncountable nouns. The Prime Minister of the UK. It's a specific one. That's why we are adding the here with the Prime Minister and UK. Next example. Can you pass me the sugar? That's not the table, because sugar is the uncountable noun mentioned here. That's why we used this definite article before the word sugar, isn't it? That's why the sugar. Can you pass me the sugar? That's on the table. Next, for plurals also we are using. You just here see this example. The cars outside my home are blocking my driveway. What it is? The cars. Cars is ended with the verb with s. So it's a plural one, but it is also carrying the word because they are saying that cars particularly. That's why they used the here. Next, fourth rule. Use a before a consonant sound. Before the consonant sound, we are using a pen, a stick like that. A is used before a noun beginning with a consonant sound. If the noun is modified by an adjective, a is used before those adjectives which start with the consonant sound. I want to buy a camera. I want to buy a camera. I had like to live in a big apartment. Here, big is the adjective. The adjective big starts with a consonant sound. So, we use a here in front of the adjective big. Next example, my son is choosing a university. U is a vowel, but the sound is a Y consonant, because university, it is giving the consonant sound, Y sound. So we use a in front of the university. Next, fifth rule. Use an before a vowel sound, and it should be used before a noun with a vowel sound. When an adjective modifies the noun, an is used before an adjective with a vowel sound. He is an honest man. The H is silent, so the first sound of the adjective is an O, a vowel sound. Honest, honest, a vowel sound. So we use an in front of honest. And then the next example you just see there, an epic journey. Epic journey means the adjective is a vowel sound, so we use an in front of the word epic. Then next example, the ship hit an iceberg. The noun is a vowel sound, so we use an here in front of the word iceberg. Next, the sixth rule. Omit articles for standard place names, nationalities and languages. We don't use articles for standard place names, nationalities and languages. First example, I am going to Spain for my holidays. It's a standard place name. That's why we are not using any article in front of Spain. Next, London is a very expensive city. Like the same. My favorite country is England, is Essex. My cousin is German and my brother has married a Mexican. So, here German is a standard place name. That's why we are not mentioning any article in front of the word German. Next example, I speak Spanish and French. I can read a bit of Italian, but I don't understand German, because these are all the name of the languages. That's why we are not using any article in front of Spanish, French, Italian, German, whatever it may be. Note, when the nationalities are used in noun phrases, you will use an article. I'm English and I am an Englishman. She is French. She is a French woman. Likewise, we are using. So, we have to omit articles for standard place names, nationalities and languages. Next, we are going to see the seventh rule. Use the with grouped place names. These are the grouped place names. We use the when the place name describes the type of place or a collection of group of places. For example, the United Kingdom, the Lake District, the Scottish Highlands, the Russian Federation, the Republic of France, the Balearic Islands. So, we are using before the grouped place names. Next, the eighth rule. We have to omit articles for nouns describing abstract ideas. So, whatever nouns are describing abstract ideas, there we have to omit the articles. We don't use articles when the nouns we are using refer to abstract ideas. Often we use abstract nouns for this, but not always. The key point is that the idea you are expressing is abstract. It can also mean that something is spoken about in a general sense. Friendship, it is an abstract noun. So, in generally we are saying friendship is wonderful. We are omitting the article here in front of the word friendship. Why? Because it is a abstract noun. And then without creativity we would have no art. Creativity, it is also a abstract noun. So here also we are omitting the articles. The third example, I had liked to go out for dinner to a restaurant. Dinner here is an abstract idea, a general concept regarding the main meal of the day rather than describing food. Now we are going to the ninth rule. Here we have to omit articles with uncountable nouns when describing a general concept. Since uncountable nouns are nouns that are difficult or impossible to count, you never use an indefinite article. By definition, uncountable nouns describe a general group, whereas a or an indicate that you are describing one of a group. You are describing a general idea about the uncountable noun. She likes music. She likes music in general, nothing specific. He drinks a lot of water. He drinks water in general, no specific type. Too much sugar is bad for your teeth. A general fact about sugar. I enjoy watching football and cricket. I enjoy these sports as a general concept rather than any specific match. My daughter is studying economics and mathematics at university. We often use an additional noun to turn an uncountable noun into a countable option. In these situations, we use an article. Therefore, he drinks water could become he drinks a glass of water. I like to watch football becomes I like to watch a game of football. So, here they are describing a general concept. That's why they are omitting the articles especially. Now, the 10th rule. Use the with uncountable specific nouns. Wherever the uncountable noun is defined or specific, you should use the. He drank the water she brought him. So, water is the uncountable noun. That's why they used the here in front of the word water. He dropped the sugar he was using all over the floor. Here, sugar is a uncountable noun. That's why they are using the article in front of the word sugar. Get out of the water. It's dirty. Get out of the specific water you are in. I love the music you are playing. It's a specific piece of music you love. So, next we are going to learn the 11th rule, the last one. Use or omit articles for locations to change meaning. We change the meaning of a sentence containing a location noun by either using or omitting the article the. When using the with a location noun, what we are describing will be a specific building or a specific location. When we omit the article the, we are describing an activity we are attending. Some examples. I am going to the church. I am going to the building that is a church. I am going there for a reason, but it may not be to worship. It may be because it's a beautiful building or I am meeting someone there. I am going to church. I am going to worship at a church. I am in hospital. I am ill and in a medical facility being cured. I am in the hospital. I am visiting a specific hospital building. I am probably not ill and just visiting the place for another reason. My son is at university. My son is studying for a formal qualification at a university. My son is at the university. My son is at a specific university building and he is there for reasons other than study. Maybe he is visiting friends or for another reason. These are the examples. That means a lot of differences between these two sentences. What it is? I am going to the church. I am going to church. I am in hospital. I am in the hospital. My son is at university. My son is at the university. These are the great difference of sentences with or without articles. Now we are going to enter into the textual exercises. Read the paragraph below and fill in the blanks using a, an or the. By using the above said rules, we are going to fill the blanks. It is said that the computer is an electronic extension of the human brain. Therefore, in principle, a computer can do all those activities which the human brain can do. Today, computers are found to be the most useful devices as knowledge providers. Another important field of application of computers is the development of robots. The internet has brought a drastic change in communication systems. Next exercise. In the following paragraph, insert a, an or the wherever necessary and rewrite the sentences. In our family, we have planned to take the children to a zoo next Sunday. A van has been arranged and we are sure to have a comfortable journey. The zoo is an interesting place for the children who enjoy watching the animals and want to know more about them. Even the youngsters love to visit the zoo. Here they have mentioned the computer. Why they mentioned there the computer? It is a particularly saying a computer. That's why they are mentioning the computer here. Then electronic extension. It is starting with the vowel sound. That's why they used an electronic extension. Next, a computer. So here particularly we are saying a computer. One computer can do all those activities. And then human brain, the human brain. Next, today computers are found to be the most useful. Most is the superlative degree of comparison. That's why we are using the in front of the word most. And then the development of robots. It is carrying all the development of robots. That's why we are mentioning there. And then the internet. It is a worldwide one. That's why we are adding the here. And then a drastic change. It starts with the consonant sound. That's why we are using the article a here in front of the word drastic. Next, in this paragraph, we are going to see why we used such articles. The children. The children means they are mentioning particularly the children. To a zoo. One zoo. They are going to a zoo. And then Next, that means they are introducing the zoo at first. That's why they used a in front of the word zoo. A van has been arranged. Only one van has been arranged by the family, isn't it? That's why they used the article a there. And then the word zoo is coming secondly now. That's why they are saying the zoo particularly. They are mentioning that zoo particularly. That's why they used that article the here. And then an interesting place. Interesting is started with a vowel sound. That's why we used the article and here. For the children, they are particularly saying about the children. That's why they mentioned about the children. And who enjoy watching the animals. The animals means that is plural. That's why they are using the in front of the word animals. And then even the youngsters, it is also in front of plural. We are using the, like the same zoo. This is also the thirdly word which is coming again and again, isn't it? Is next. Now we are going to enter into the determiners. This is the exercise for filling with appropriate determiners. Once the emperor gave a bag of seeds to this council of ministers and said that he would give them 6 months' time to grow the seeds. Whoever does a good job will be made the second emperor of that empire. All the ministers took their task seriously. After 6 months, some ministers had small plants in their pots. A few had very large plants. Others had medium-sized plants. The emperor entered the hall. He was much amused to see some plants. He called the first minister and asked him what he did with the seed. The first minister explained the process he adopted to make his plant grow. The emperor called all the other ministers to explain what they did. Only one minister had come with an empty pot. They laughed loudly at the foolishness of this minister. But the emperor applauded him and made him the second emperor. Do you know why? He had given them boiled seeds which would not grow. Only that minister was honest. Next, this is also an exercise filling with appropriate determiners. They came early, but there was little work to do. Anand invited a few friends for the birthday party. The teacher gave every student a separate topic for the assignment. Most of the water overflowed from the tank. Each one of my friends wished me on my birthday. Vijay had no idea of the problem. Adi had taken many photos during the program. Some girls who attended the class informed the others about the test. Some more exercises. Only a few people can afford to buy a flat in Chennai. She earned so little that she could not make a decent living. Some information that she gave proved false. How much sugar do you want? I am very tired today as I had many guests today. Some of my students have become doctors. Little do I know about his personal life. How many pages did you read? Some fertilizer used these days spoils the soil. During my student life, I used to give little trouble to my teachers. My brother had some good news for me. Do you have any information about the lost child? I had enough of his nonsense. Now I will not tolerate anything. I like many of her songs, but not all of them are good. Few passengers were heard complaining against the poor service on the flight. Some other additional exercises for articles. The earth revolves round the sun. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. An unexpected gift makes one happy. Christians consider the Bible as holy book. Every child jumps with joy at the sight of an elephant. Give me a second to get ready. He has a problem in hearing. He holds an MA degree in history. He is a Japanese. He saw a one-eyed beggar. He switched on the light. He was reclining on the chair. He will be back in an hour. I am a university graduate. I saw an elephant. I tried out an experiment. I went to the airport to catch a flight to Mumbai. Kamala is an idol girl. Karthik is a famous actor. Kumar is an Indian. Last week I met a European. Mum plays the piano. She has returned home for a moment's rest. Shiva gave me a 1 rupee coin. The Baron was one of the richest men in Europe. The fort was surrounded by the enemy soldiers. The Ganga is an important holy river for the Hindus. The mobile is a utility item. The uncle presented me an HMT watch on my birthday. This is the book that I had been looking for in all the bookshops. This is not the easiest way to do it. Tiger is the national animal of India. We have holidays on the 10th of this month. What an amazing model. What a lovely flower. He works at the University of Madras. Thank you. Thank you, students.